It's going down. New music show. DJ Skee, KIIS-FM. Special guest in the building, the legendary Beastie Boys.
Hey, how's it going? Hi.
How are you guys doing today?
Up?
So it's a big day for you guys. The album's out.
Yes.
Yep. May 3. Big day.
How's it feel, man? I mean, you guys put out a couple other things in the past few years, but this was the most back to more original Beastie Boy sounding material that we expect from you guys. How's it feel to have it out?
Good. It's been a while in the making.
Yeah.
It's satisfying. It's a satisfying feeling.
So Hot Sauce Committee Part 2. So I actually read that this was originally all the records from Part 1 kind of made Part 2. Is that right?
No. Well, not exactly.
Okay.
Like, not everything. Well, to begin with, we had a lot of songs. So then it was like, okay, do you try to do a double album? And then you look at, like, say, the history, like who's made a great hip-hop double album? Can't really, you know what I mean?
What are great
artists
double albums?
like Jay, Biggie, like some best artists ever. Like,
Peter Frampton.
Yeah.
Another big hip-hop artist.
Huge.
Yeah. So then we were like, okay, no, we can't put all those songs. So then we had to cut it down. And then, so we were going to do like a Part 1 and a Part 2. But then Part 1 got delayed. So then we were like, okay, we'll just keep Part 2 on schedule.
And you guys actually put up your album, the dirty version, streaming since the clean version leaked and stuff. What's the biggest difference? You guys have been in the game, obviously, for a minute. What's the biggest difference now with how you guys approach music from a business perspective in terms of selling it? Do you guys really look at album sales as a barometer of how your success is, or is it more about touring and merch and other things? How do you guys look at, because you guys have always been innovative with things that you do. And
you know, we just look at it as always like the new idea. Like today, new idea, can I go with it, Adam? Is that right? Like Adam had a movie pitch today, Bionic Baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Bionic Baby Fucking Shit Up.
That's killer.
That's the name of the movie.
Because a Bionic Baby goes bionic. He
goes bionic. Yeah, that's it. Kids going bionic.
That's awesome.
Right, that's huge, right?
It's all about just the new idea for that day.
I had big news the week and stuff too. I know you guys are obviously, you guys have been more political over the past decade. Osama Bin Laden being captured and killed. What are you guys' thought process? You guys did the 5 boroughs things, all that. Is it because I was watching CNN this morning and they were talking about how it's kind of weird to. I mean, obviously it's good that he's not going to be running Al Qaeda anymore, but it's still weird to be celebrating and cheering for somebody's death.
Right.
What's your guys' kind of thought process on this whole?
The whole thing is depressing. The whole thing is totally sad and totally depressing. You know, a couple thousand people were killed in our neighborhood where we live, and then the person that claimed responsibility for it was killed, and it's just all this killing and death and war and trillions being spent on killing and death and war, and it's just ultimately it's just very sad.
Yeah, no, I totally agree and stuff. What did you think this country, like, the reaction? I was actually on a plane coming back and they made a special bulletin on a cross-country flight and people started cheering and stuff, and it's just an odd thing, right? Like,
well, I understand whatever people want justice, and I get that.
Absolutely.
But I think it's just an important thing just to show the world, it's like, okay, the way, like Adam said, like we had this tragedy literally in our own backyard, like where we live in New York City, really close to where we live in, but the idea is you want to set an example of, okay, why we love being Americans and why we love America is because of these ideals and maintaining those, whatever.
So the album, what's the sound of it like?
You mean the Hot Sauce Committee Part 2, available at Amazon and iTunes and other outlets that sell stuff?
Many outlets as of May 3.
Yes.
I don't know. All right, what do we say about the album? It's a lot of different types of music.
Okay.
That was one of the things we decided, like going into it. We were like gonna kind of include everything in the kitchen sink. A bunch of short songs.
Yeah.
Trying to fit as much things like on each song basically as we could.
Nice.
And it's like a hip hop record, but it's also like to us the idea of doing hip hop, like including as much different kinds of music, or taking hip hop to all kinds of different places. That it could possibly
Where is hip-hop as a culture and as a musical sound right now? In your guys'
exactly.
Exactly.
No,
right
that's
there.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so like just kind of push it. That was the idea of the album. Is like push it to what people. So people might think, oh, hip hop is just this. Like just this is what the Atlanta sound is. This is what West Coast is. Whatever. Like trying to break out of like the whatever narrow limitations people might.
So you're saying that our record is kind of like hip hop took the summer off and kind of had an identity crisis and then traveled to try to get its head back together.
It was
and try
like
to figure out where
trip.
It's at,
Oh, okay. This is my new concept, hip hop road trip.
Love that movie. That's another movie.
Let's
That's
go. We're making movies in here today.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys, DJ Skee, we are out of here. Thank you guys so much again.
See ya.